My name is Baptiste. I'm the CEO of Question Mark Entertainment.
Hi, my name is McCarthy. I am the Marketing Manager, Deposits and Investments at Republic Bank in the Group Marketing and Communications Department.
I'm Guinness. I'm a writer, director, and animator from Trinidad and Tobago.
So, brief history on DeciBel Dream Big is that we wanted to create an initiative out of DeciBel that could last the entire year. Something that could focus on an individual's worth and merit within that particular field and help them, get to another level.
For the bank, it's very important for us to build successful societies. And that's one of the main reasons that we get involved in projects like this. Projects that will make a difference in a productive, positive way.
Typically what happens within our industry is that we have a lot of people who demonstrate raw talent, but the problem is that they don't necessarily have the connections, the networking base to provide that opportunity for someone to go further.
There's so much benefits from this DeciBel Dream Big initiative because it creates an avenue for the youth in our nation to raise the level of this industry.
So we really want to be able to create that once-in-a-lifetime sort of opportunity here. Not just giving a helping hand, but also providing you that dream that you always had, of being on a major Hollywood set, or being able to have that conversation one-on-one over dinner, with your favorite director or celebrity.
And who knows, we might be supporting an Emmy Award winner in the future, and that would be just fantastic.
You have to make sacrifices. You can't always do the stuff you want to do. Sometimes you have to do the stuff you need to do.
The criteria for being part of DeciBel Dream Big was actually a very simple one. The system that we devised was based on social media networking, reaching out to filmmakers within the industry and asking them to submit their portfolios online. Christopher Guinness to us was the most obvious choice.
Well, I'm the kind of guy who pretty much takes any opportunity he gets, right? So when I was contacted by Simon, I was on board from the start. I submitted my stuff and I was kind of ecstatic to get through.
Having met Christopher, seeing his work, the way his mind thinks, he was the best choice.
His level of talent in terms of putting the entire package together as a writer, DP, director, really put him out to the front, and someone that we believe has the potential to really take this thing to another level.
Well, my favorite quote is by Walt Disney. It's, if you can dream it, you can do it. And I think that perfectly summarizes what I do. And
in so doing, also open the doors of opportunity for other aspiring filmmakers within the art as well.
A hero has to be there for the people he loves.
Speed, precision, focus.
I always had the talents in the arts, so I decided to channel that into a career. And video came after, but illustration, animation, these type of things, they were natural to me. So I just pursued my strengths, and I eventually ventured into film.
To dream big means that you have to go to the mecca of where things happen, right?
Well, Republic Bank is not give you money and sit back and watch. That's not how we operate. We get very involved, hence the reason why we ended up in LA in the first place.
Christopher?
Well, I first got the call from Simon, and it was out of the blue. I was totally excited, came out of nowhere, and at first I was like, yes, I'm going to LA. And I realized that there's a lot of preparation involved to go there and maximize the opportunity.
We went to, sound studios, production studios. We went to be the tours of actually Sony, Overbrook.
So in discussing the platform and the development of it with our business partner Scott Sardina, who works for Will Smith over at Overbrook. One of the first things we talked about was, all right, we need to be able to bring that award recipient to Los Angeles, let them get that chance to have the meetings with the people who create the multi-million-dollar deals. In that meeting, he was also introduced to the creative team, where he was able to pitch, the work that he had done, as well as talk about future plans that he had.
So one of the best parts about the whole Dream Big project is actually getting finance to produce this short film that we're doing. It's called Fade to Black. It's a story about a man with Alzheimer's, and he decides to combat it by living in his dreams using virtual reality technology. What actually inspired the film was my grandmom suffers from Alzheimer's. So throughout the years, just seeing how she deals with the disease, how her relatives deal with her going through this disease. It was something I really wanted to explore. I had a lot of personal insight into the whole thing, and I tend to write from personal experiences, so things that I know, then it feels more authentic. It isn't, it comes from me. So that was really a story I wanted to tell.
But those experiences is what really made it sort of like all-encompassing, where it wasn't just about the business side of it. We also had a chance to go out and hang out with those people and get to know a different side of them. Going to the set of Queen Latifah's show. Actually, we also were able to go out and hang out with her. On one night, went to a club with her, so that was kind of cool too.
I thought the LA trip was very successful. We got to see the inner workings of all the studios and sound stages, the way Hollywood really does it. It's a lot more complicated than we think, but it's something I really admire. Everything is very structured, everything is very professional, everything runs on time, everything happens on the clock.
For me, he learned a lot and was exposed to a lot of things that would help him.
I mean, all kudos to Chris. He's always been very capable, and I'm sure now that he has these avenues available to him, he'll make the best of it.
Look for Captain TNT in Comic-Con 2014 this year. We're going to be in the comic-themed film category in competition, and I think we have a good chance of winning it. I'm really grateful that this Dream Big project is helping me have this experience.
I see us wanting to continue our relationship with Question Mark and DeciBel. It would be good, just like how we did for Christopher this year, to give somebody else the opportunity.
But right now, for what it is, I think that we're going to start looking at branching out into different areas. So beyond film, music, fashion, and probably dance. But it wouldn't all happen right away. Like everything else, you had to take small steps and get in there. Reflecting back on it, you really can't replace that. You can't recreate it here in Trinidad. You know what I mean? It had to be a situation where, for us and for him, it gave him that opportunity to live it. And I think that's the most important thing about dreaming big, that it's more than just envisioning it. It's about being able to live it as a reality.